Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the G.E.M, the Grand Enterprises Movement. I am super duper excited, y'all. Guess what? Tonight we have the part 2 of He'll Work It Out. We are bringing on the cast and crew, y'all. I am super duper excited, y'all. So join us tonight because you are in for a treat. Yes, y'all. Welcome to the G.E.M. We have a wonderful cast in front of us, y'all. And I let them introduce themselves. So if you can give your name and then let everybody know who you will be playing in the play, He'll Work It Out.
Who wants to start?
Right. Carlton, you go ahead and start.
Well, my name is Carlton King. I play Reggie, one of the lead roles, and I'm also the co-director of He'll Work It Out.
Yes.
My name is Danielle Franklin, and I play Cassandra in the play He'll Work It Out.
Awesome.
My name is Crystal Watford Newchurch, and I play one of the lead roles of Shayna in the play He'll Work It Out, and I'm also a co-producer on the play as well.
Awesome.
Hello, my name is Taekwonda Johnson, and I'll play the role of Gigi in He'll Work It Out.
Wow, y'all. These are the main characters. If you guys haven't already, the book is available on Amazon. We told you where you could find it on Monday this week. So when we had the director on, Miss Taryn Atkins, she will be joining us this evening. So we are super duper excited, y'all. I am super duper excited that you guys have joined me tonight. Listen, I heard you guys have been working hard and getting it done. I heard there's a lot going on, on scene, off scene, and we just really are excited that you guys could join us today. So let's get into it. If you guys can just tell me a little bit about yourself. Carlton, we'll start with you and kind of how you got into acting, directing, and then what other roles that you do as far as screenplays.
Okay. That's a lot. I've actually been acting and directing and doing all sorts of different things for the better part of 15, 16 years now.
Wow.
I've always been passionate about creativity, and it really started in music. I used to rap, sing, dance, all of that. I just, one day, to keep it short, found that wasn't really my calling. I found that my calling was really in this style of art. So I just started pursuing it. I went to college, St. John's University, and studied some
Shout out to
acting
St.
there.
John's in Queens.
Yeah. Then I furthered my studies in CW Post in Long Island. By that time, though, I was already a working actor doing off-Broadway shows. So I found that classical method teaching didn't really work for me. I kind of already had my own way of approaching studying a script and studying a character and breaking those things down. So that's the standpoint that I come from when I direct, is that each artist, each actor is an individual, and they've got to find what works for them. And it's part of my job to try to assess and figure out what I can say, what I can do to get the right reactions and right interpretations out of them. So I'll leave it at that and leave some time for everybody else.
Awesome. Well, that's good stuff. Okay. All right, Danielle.
All right. Well, I don't really have that much acting experience, actually.
Okay.
But I do have a small story, and I'm going to make it nice and short, too.
It's okay. Don't rush it. We got an hour, y'all. So then now.
Okay. Well, I've always been a dancer. I've been dancing since I was 3.
Oh, wow.
I've always been in entertainment. But there was one particular time, I believe it was 96, where I went to the IMTA, which is the International Modeling and Talent Association. I went to California, but my intentions were to go for modeling, but they had actors and everything. But I remember when I was part of this group, the New York group, and when we went to California, we were all, we had this lesson to learn for acting and modeling, no matter if you're a model or not, it didn't matter. And I remember particularly reading a commercial, and everyone had to read the commercial. And when I read the commercial, the person who was the acting coach, she came to me and she said, "What are you in this for?" I said, "Modeling." She was like, this is just my opinion, but I really believe that you need to get into acting. And I was like, okay. And I just kind of brushed it off, but
Mm-hmm.
he kept telling me that. And then when I saw Taryn's post about, he'll work it out, I said, let me just try it. You know what I mean? And what's so funny is I tried out, I believe it was for Keisha, and
Okay.
I didn't make it, but Taryn called me and said,
Mm.
there's a character that I'm going to create, and I think that you'll do well. And since then,
Mm.
I'm Miss Cassandra.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's my acting spiel.
Wow. Well, dancing is definitely, I mean, having that experience, is
Yeah.
great when it comes to the performing arts. All right. Well, Crystal.
Okay. I'm gonna try to keep this like
It's okay.
I have over 25 years experience in the industry.
Mm.
I've been doing acting. I started off in high school.
Okay.
Whitney Houston was a big thing for me. I loved Whitney Houston, so I started off doing Whitney Houston impersonations
Oh, wow.
at a talent show called Putting on the Hits. It was an old show or whatever. Everyone's like, "Do you sing?" I'm like, "Okay, not very little," So I was doing that, and I won 2 years in a row. And I was like, you know what? I seen, and then I always would put on talent shows at my grandmother's. We would always get together, me and my cousins, and we put on shows. So I said, you know what? I think I may like the stage. So then I went to Bloomfield College, and I majored in fine and performing arts, and studied with professors from Juilliard, from Luna Stage, studied under Tasha Smith, Phyllis Yvonne
Oh,
Stickney.
wow.
So I really been doing it a long time. I actually have my own production company, which is
Wow.
Theater Dream Productions. We do acting, we do vocal, we do modeling, we do everything. And this production, what was ironic was I saw it. And as soon as I saw it in the casting, I said, oh, wow, that role, Shayna. You know what? That's very, I said, I could do that role. So then I auditioned, and, immediately me and Taryn, Akin, she's an amazing writer. She
Absolutely.
really is. We connected in the audition, and she said, as soon as I got off that audition, I knew you was going to be Shayna,
Wow.
Just working with the cast and working with these leads that's on here now, they're all a force to be reckoned with, and not one person can stand alone. I stand with all of them. So, and I love
That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. That's awesome. Okay. All right, Miss Saquanda.
Well, where do I begin? I too started off as a dancer. Started dancing when I was 5, and danced throughout high school. I was the captain of my dance team.
Yes.
Did competitions, all of that. Trained with Ailey when I was about
I danced with Ailey.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Trained with Ailey from about 13 up until 16.
Wow.
And graduated high school. I actually majored in theater at Livingstone College, small little HBCU in North Carolina.
Okay.
And I then went on to grad school. I went to Pratt Institute, got my master's in performance studies. And I danced professionally for a little bit, a small little dance company, and creative outlet dance theater in Brooklyn. I still dance. I still teach dance because I'm a little old and feeble, but but I still dance to this day. And I've been acting consecutively for about 6 years. And everybody's sharing their little interesting stories about and how they got the role that they have. So I'll share mine.
That's right.
When the auditions came out, I auditioned, showed up, showed out. At least I thought I did. But I didn't show up at all because I didn't get a role. And I say that humbly, And then I want to say a couple months later, I saw that they were casting for the role of Gigi. Like, oh, I thought they already had somebody. But not my business. So needless to say, I just and it was so, I wasn't even expecting to get a call back, to be so honest.
Oh, wow.
I was out of town at a conference. I was in a little Airbnb, and I got the call again to do a second audition.
Wow.
And I do the audition, I go about my business, and Taryn calls me. I'm in the middle of the conference. I go to the bathroom because Taryn is blowing my phone up. I didn't want to answer at first, but I was like, this is like her second or third time calling me.
Right.
And so then she tells me, well, we want you to come in. We chose, it's going to be between you and someone else that we're going to give the role to. Someone's going to be the lead role. Someone's going to be the understudy. We're just trying to figure out who. I said, okay, cool. So I get on the first train smoking back to New York, because I was in Connecticut. So train smoking back to New York. And I get there, and Taryn practically ran to me. I was like, girl, it's too early. I am not running to you. But she runs and tells me, congratulations, you got it. I was like, wait, huh? I'm a little slow. So I'm like, wait.
You're like, what?
So then that's when she was like, yeah, so we decided to give you the role. I was like, oh, wow. Oh, okay. So,
wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you guys definitely have what it takes. I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, I have a performing arts background myself, and I love hearing, that you guys have been in the game for a long time. So I'm excited because I know that we're going to see some experienced actors and actresses on the stage doing their thing, y'all. He'll Work It Out, October 6th, 7th, and 8th in Brooklyn, New York. We already have it posted on all social media outlets. Make sure you guys buy your tickets. VIP is sold out. I'm sorry, y'all, but you snooze, you lose, honey. I will be in VIP, as I say, because I was ahead of the game. And it helped that Taryn is my cousin. No, but, I truly appreciate you guys being here. We're excited for the play, October 6th, 7th, and 8th in Brooklyn. Let's talk about the play, right? Tell me what your favorite scene is. Without getting into too many details, what's your favorite scene of the play? So anybody can go. I'm not gonna pick anybody.
Yeah, I'll go first. My favorite scene is the explosion. Okay. Again, without going into too many details.
Yes.
It's the first time that we see one of the characters who has just been putting up with all types of hell, finally voicing how they feel, finally letting that steam off, and they're rightfully so. You know what I mean? They're finally. This is not easy to tell this without giving any names or anything, but they're finally giving the person they're talking to the, let's call it, tongue lashing that they deserve, and they're the first one to do it. Everybody has been passive. Everybody has just been letting this person run amok and destroy everything that they get their hands on. But finally, this person stands up to them, and I want to get more into it, but I can't. Just know that when it happens, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll leave it at that.
Goodness. That's exciting. And just so people know real quick, before we go to the next person, this stems from the book, guys. He'll Work It Out. So the play is from the book, He'll Work It Out. If you don't have a copy, you can buy it on Amazon, Kindle, wherever else, you buy your favorite books. But He'll Work It Out is also, a novel. So, all right, now. I want to keep putting that plug in there. Who's next? What's your favorite scene? All right, Danielle.
Mine's real quick. The leadership meeting, even though it's well, you were going to say the same thing, Crystal. The leadership meeting. I don't know. It's yeah, y'all are laughing, but the leadership meeting. I just like all the different conversations that are going on, and see, it's going to be hard for me to say certain things, but I love the leadership meeting. I like the way being Shayna talk. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh man!
Let me jump in real quick. So
see?
during Taryn's interview, she told you how the play started as being a lot longer and we cut it down, right?
Yes.
The leadership meeting is one of the scenes we almost got rid of.
Oh my
So I'm
goodness. And that's
surprised that
Danielle's
that's
favorite.
anybody's
That
favorite.
well,
Wow.
Crystal, you know the deal.
Wow. So it's meant for you not to cut that out. Okay. See, look at God.
See?
He'll work it out. All right. Who's next? What's your favorite scene?
Oh, let's see. Oh, I have so many, but my favorite scene is Cry for Restoration. You know, without giving anything away, you know, people get to a point in their life where they have to answer for their actions. They have to answer to a higher power.
That's right.
And this scene is a turning point for one of the lead characters, and he'll work it out. So that is, you know, that is my favorite scene in the play. Oh, and the explosion too, actually.
You can have more than one favorite. Yes. Taekwondo.
Dang, they already said them. And then like this is hard because like I talk too much, so I'm trying not to like talk too much. So like I want to say the explosion, of course, and I almost gave it away. Cry for Restoration is another one that I really like as well.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So are there any characters in the play that you feel, you know, that you identify with more than another? You know, and why? And it doesn't have to be their whole life, but maybe just a portion or part of their testimony that you might identify with.
I think that's a hard question for all of us because we've put so much of ourselves into our own characters, and then you can't just say your own character, right?
Right, right.
That is a tough one. But if I had to pick another one, I'll shift the question a little bit, the interpretation, and say the character that I wish I could have played, if not the one that I have, and that would be Cliff.
Okay.
I identify with some of the situations that Cliff is put in and some of the things that he has to go through. And as far as performing those scenes in a cathartic sense, I wish I could have had Cliff. So that's
wow. Wow. Anybody else?
I wish I would have had, but I think I identify with Leah. And the turmoil you go within like the turmoil, the double turmoil, let me put that. Your relationship and then your familial relationship. And you trying to find your way in both. I feel like that like really cuts deep for me. Watching the character of Leah unfold in that way.
Wow. Wow. That's big. That's big. And if it's your own character, Crystal and Danielle, you can say your own character.
It's definitely my own.
Mine too.
It's definitely my own character.
It's okay. You love your character. So, tell us. You know what resonates?
Hold on, I'm going to interject again because I'm thinking
go ahead,
about
Carlton.
I'm thinking about all the people watching this, and you know they may not have read the book, and they may have no idea, you know, who these people are or why we're talking about them the way we are, and we are being cryptic for a reason. We do want you to come see the show.
We want you to come to the play.
But I also want to give you enough of a carrot that you're like, all right, I get it now. So I'm just going to say a little bit about Cliff and Shayna. Cliff and Shayna are married. They are Gigi's parents. Taekwondo plays Gigi. And their marriage is not the best right now. And I think that storyline in and of itself is so impactful for so many people because, as we know, it's hard to keep a marriage together. My parents were married.
Nowadays.
Didn't last forever. I could tell you that as a fact. And it's almost like an epidemic the way marriages fall apart. And I think that the story arc between Cliff and Shayna is one of the more powerful ones. So if you yourself are dealing with a spousal problem or, you know, any sort of romantic relationship issues, you might want to see the show just for the Cliff and Shayna story.
Wow. Wow. Y'all got to hear first. Oh my gosh. Y'all
Yeah,
making it so juicy.
that's why I said
They
Shayna,
have to see the play.
Shayna
Let's go,
is,
Crystal.
yeah, Shayna is Shayna. I'm Shayna. I honestly, there's a lot in her that I could relate to. But if I was to pick another character, I would probably pick Cassandra.
Okay.
Yes, I would definitely, because Cassandra is something to be reckoned with.
Right.
Say.
What are
And
some of the characteristics? Give us just
Oh
like
gosh,
two or
you
three
can't really give too
characteristics.
many characteristics of Cassandra.
You
You
really
Well, okay,
can't.
hold on.
Just give
Oh,
like
Carlton,
a little
watch
tiny
it.
Danny, hold on. I'm pulling rank as a director right now.
Okay,
You can
go
at
ahead.
least
I'll mute my mic.
you
She
can
said,
at
"Oh,
least
you
tell them.
like Danielle."
If Taryn get mad, blame me. You can at least tell them the note that I gave you about what she's dripping in. You can tell them that.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my
I
God!
want to hear
You
it.
really want me to say that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh
so,
my
really?
all right. Let me just
Y'all
say
heard
this.
it here first.
When we're at rehearsal, okay, we do work hard, but Carlton does give us some notes to take, and we. Oh my God, I can't believe you're saying it. So I was doing a specific scene, and he stopped me and came to me and he says, "Cassandra, you know, when you say it, you just imagine you're dripping in honey."
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
What?
okay. So we did a take
Say less.
2, and I was dripping in
And
honey.
then honey. Woo! Y'all, it's
I
hot
was
in
dripping
here.
in honey, okay? But yes, I can't say too much about Cassandra, but one thing that she's the character that I can pretty much I can see myself in. Just some things, not all. But I would have to say the mysterious side of her, because she's kind of hard to read sometimes, and I know that that's me sometimes. I mean, people do see me as this bubbly person, but then sometimes when you look at me, you're like, what is she thinking?
She dripping in honey.
Oh, hello. There you go.
Hey, the director herself, Miss Taryn Atkins, is in the building, y'all. Yes. So we were talking about it.
Okay, I
mic check. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I came in on the part of dripping in honey, so I heard.
So we were talking about if there was another character that you would identify with, or you see some qualities about that you think could kind of fit with you personally, who would that character be? And so they were sharing, and they were talking about some notes. Anybody else?
Because I.
Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, Tara.
Oh no, I said because I wrote it. There's a little bit of me in every character. So I have my Cassandra side, I have the Shayna side, and all that good stuff. So it kind of came out in individual characters, but it's all good. That's what writers do.
That's right.
So
that's right. And you look so pretty, by the way. You look so pretty. I see you on here.
But we have a good looking cast. Do y'all
see the similarity? We up here got the gap. It's the familiar. Yes, you do have a beautiful cast. These are some beautiful, beautiful, and amazing people. I'm loving getting to know them virtually. Taekwondo, did you want to add?
What did I want to add? Basically, kind of piggybacking off what Danny said about the intensity that comes with rehearsals and the imagery within the direction that is being given, and the demonstration that is also given in the direction.
Okay.
And it'll leave you clutching your invisible pearls.
Ooh. Amen and amen. I don't know if I should be saying amen to that. Hold up. I take that back.
No, you can say it.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are hilarious. Okay, so look, I want to ask you guys this. I'm gonna get a little serious with y'all for a minute. I I know that each character is, definitely a personal testimony. Taryn, stated that she identifies one way or another with the characters that are in the play, that she wrote into the script. And I wanted you guys to kind of share any moments in the play, not specifically characters, that you feel are those moments where you kind of, they play on your emotions, and you kind of feel like, man, this person is, in a tough situation, and that, you wish that life might have been a little bit different for them, or that their testimony might have been a little kind of different because you see the after effects of it. Are there any situations, that you kind of say, that situation is rough? And I know, Taekwondo, you mentioned, earlier about having to deal with a relationship and picking and choosing between that person and like your family, or kind of trying to juggle both. But are there other scenes or situations and scenarios that kind of resonate with you, that make you be like, this is a tough kind of situation, and it kind of stands out to you?
Absolutely. There's one particular scene, without giving too much away, where put it like this, there's a lot of forgiveness that needs to take place.
Yeah.
And it shows that process of forgiveness.
Yeah.
And it is not an easy one. Because when you've been hurt, when you've been abused, you've been used, taken advantage of, lied to, cheated on, whatever the situation was, where your heart has literally been shattered into a million pieces, and you have to come to grips with that pain, and then face that pain, whether it be a situation, whether it be a person, like, you have to face it.
My
and
God.
You have to, it's hard. It is so hard. And you have to choose, not even a choice, because of course I'm a believer, so forgiveness isn't really a choice, but it is a process.
Yeah.
And so I think the hardest thing is like trying to come out of that place of pain and really find purpose in it. And really go through that process of forgiving yourself, forgiving the person, forgiving, I don't know, sometimes we get mad at God, like, whatever that may look like. So yeah, is that really just that process of forgiveness that, that Gigi faces, and it's just like, okay, whoa, this is heavy, because it kind of puts that fingerprint on some areas of your own life that may trigger you, and that you may feel like, oh, maybe you're not quite over that situation, or maybe that you still feel that pain, or that's still a soft spot for you. So yeah.
Wow, that's good. Anybody else?
I will actually piggyback off of that a little bit. There's a character in the play named Mario, and he's Reggie's best friend, my character's best friend. His story, it's not one of the main ones. It's not one of the ones that gets played out over several scenes, but it's still one of the most impactful, because his story is really about him trying to forgive himself, or his struggle with forgiving himself. He blames himself for something that happened. And so many of us never get to that place of forgiving ourselves, and it taints everything we do. It poisons all of our relationships. And the actions that Mario takes, they ripple out throughout the show, even after that fact, because they affect everyone else that cared about him, everyone else that knew him. So on the subject of forgiveness, it's not just the process of forgiving others who have wronged you, which is hard enough. Sometimes forgiving yourself is, maybe even that much harder. So,
man, that is big. Anybody else? Yeah, and I know, it's a lot to give and a lot to take away, you know, and I don't want you guys to kind of, you know, go into too much detail because I do want people to chime in, come to the play October 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's in Brooklyn, you know, and, you know, being live and in person, I think, you know, is best. We definitely want to see you in the building. But, you know, with that being said, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I wish I had a mute button. So if they do say something they shouldn't say, I just.
Neither.
Go ahead, Terry.
That's right.
No, well, I know working on He'll Work It Out I've been working on it a long time. And different things that have come along while doing it. There's been some hurts, there's been some letdowns, and just various different levels, be it from family to friends and stuff. The one thing that is, I guess, awesome about God is, you know, we can't pick our family, right? We have no choice in the matter of that, right? We can't pick our family. And I love, like, me and my family, we've had some knock them down, drag them out times, you know, not physical. I'm not talking about physically fighting, but we've had some times, all of us. And, you know, sometimes it's been hard to go, gosh, I wish I could just, you know, blink myself into somebody else. But your family also kind of makes you, you know what I'm saying? Because as, like, I have a niece. My niece is my namesake, right?
Oh,
my sister named her after me and stuff. But so people don't get, you know, mixed up, they call her Keisha, right? And stuff. And so I remember, like, we've had our times, and Keisha has said, "That's it, I'm changing my name," and this, that, and the other. I don't know, and stuff. And I'll joke around and be like, "Yeah, okay. When the wheel get red, you want to be called Taryn, right?" And stuff like that. And we've had our times that, you know, we haven't spoke and stuff. And it's not like that now, you know, thank God and stuff. But what's interesting about family, you can go through something with your family, but you could be in a room and you could be like, "My sister gets on my nerve," and this, that, and the other. But let somebody else go, "Ooh, girl, yes, she does." You'd be like, "Wait a minute, that's my sister. Don't be putting your mouth on my family." Right. And I'll be like, "But you just said I could say that. That's my sister, but you can't say that." But Taryn, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So it's so funny because that's the heart of the matter. I could be mad at them. I could say they get on my nerves. I could say I don't want to be bothered. But you can't say that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And I remember what's so funny too is I remember I had lost my parents, and my bishop, Dr. Risa Wilson, you know, was counseling me during it. And she was like, "Well, you know, spend time with your brothers and sisters," talking about the family of the church, right? And when she said that, I was like, she was like, "What's the matter? You don't like your brothers and sisters?" I said, "No, it's not that. It's just like regular family. You have family members that you get along with, and then you have family members like, I love you, that's my niece, that's my cousin, but I don't do sister, I don't do Uncle Pookie, I don't do Uncle," you know what I'm saying? But I love them, they're my family. And that's the truth. Whether anybody want to say it or not, that's sometimes how it is, even in your church family. You know, I love my so-and-so, but I think I'll stay over here. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and like I said, that's the truth of the matter sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just interesting. And you know, God's a good God. Thank God that He'll work out the stuff that you need to work out within yourself and your family. But you know, see, love you too, my little sister. I'll hear it later. but it's just like there's different remnants of my family in different characters at different times, though. You know what I'm saying? At different times in my life. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. So it's interesting. Like Taquanda said, it is a process. It's a process getting over hurt. It's a process, right. You know. And but I thank God for being God, that he knows how to smooth it out. You know, it may take time, but he knows how to smooth it out. You know,
that's right.
Oh, so, I know what I wanted. I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have to give.
You got gifts.
Before
you got gifts?
Have to give a shout out to some people, because Lord, you don't know what I went through when I got off the last thing.
My Lord.
It's time to just give some shout outs and
give some
props to people for, you know what I'm saying? So first of all, I'd like to thank all my besties and my cousin sisters for being there for me. Even though I don't have to do this for them, but I'm doing this because I love each and every one of them. You know, they are Carla Cantres, Barbara Lewis, Latanya Mays, Karen Rayner, Idris Jenkins, Florence Pauls, and Tanisha Thomas. Those are some of my closest and dearest and besties and covenant sisters who, whether I was backslidden or in the church, their hands are constantly in my back pushing me forward. You know, you have friends that can, when you're not in the church, backsliding, doing the wrong stuff, and they have went to the person that I was involved with at the time and been like, you know, she's going back, right? And I'm like, that, you know, that's just love, you know, and she's not going to be here. But so where are you going to be? Oh, I'll be with her. Not like this. You know what I'm saying? So, and doing it from the love, and didn't treat, you know, her at the time any kind of way and stuff, but just let them know that this is not her final destination. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'd like to thank Tanisha Thomas, also just giving her shout out, because she's the one who blessed the book to write the vows for Reggie and Keisha and stuff. So I wanted to give her a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to the late Pastor Vinell Jones. She was a pivotal person that, you know, spoke into my life and everything. I miss her every day. She was actually the person who was supposed to originally play Mama May. She was supposed to originally play her. And one of the lines in the book where Mama May says, "Jesus, walk through here," is something that she used to say and stuff. So that's just like my shout out to her. I like to thank everyone over the years of me working on the script. There was others that helped at different parts of the script. So I just want to give them a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Andrew Faison. He's no longer with us. He passed away like 2 years ago. So I want to give him a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Sean Mackey, who also helped to edit the script, the screenplay and stuff. So I thank you everybody who read a manuscript of the book. Wow. Just, you know, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I just needed to say that before getting caught up and forgetting. I just wanted to be able to say that. I love y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all being in my life.
Hey, Karen, Willem, just to give a shout out to Willem.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I want to give a shout out to the family of Willem Lewis. Willem was originally supposed to play Wes, and unfortunately he passed away. You know, passed away during rehearsals and doing. Wow. So he is truly missed. You know, he's another one that just one of the cast members that will always, you know, truly be missed. So, you know, we want to give a shout out to him too and say that we miss you and love you, Willem, and stuff, and we know you're watching, you know, so we're going to try to do you proud. But thank you again. Thank you for letting me have that moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Nice way to shout out, you know, people, you know, because sometimes we, not that we forget, it's just that we're in the moment, right? In this now moment. And I'm truly, truly grateful you guys are here today. So let's talk about he'll work it out. Just those words alone. You know, what does he will work it out, or he'll work it out mean to you? You know, we know that, and I'm speaking for me. I know that God is a good God, and he serves, you know, he does marvelous and miraculous things, and has continued to show up in my life over and over, you know. But when I hear the words, he'll work it out, you know, I think about times in my own life, in my personal testimony, where God has literally showed up and I didn't know how, I didn't know what, but he worked it out to where, you know, I was able to see the other side of things and able to come through. It may not have been, I like the people in the chat, it may not have been the results or the outcomes that I wanted, but it was for my good and for the good ultimately of his kingdom. So, you know, when we talk about he'll work it out, what does that mean to you? You know, has God worked some things out in your life before? And, you know, you don't have to go into detail. You can go into whatever details you like to share a little bit of a testimony that kind of resonates with the title, He'll Work It Out.
Well, for me personally, I've definitely been through a lot of trials and tribulations.
See, that's the devil. You see that?
What?
No, the screen went out. Like we couldn't see you for a moment. So I was like, "What?" Okay,
oh,
sorry.
That's probably your. We were fine.
Be quiet.
Yeah, we were.
We were good. It's okay.
We were fine, Taryn. For me personally, you know, I've been through some trials and tribulations, even at a young age, and I mean, there are just so many dark moments, even through now. But for me, he'll work it out. It's really knowing that you're in the pit of something, but you already know that he's going to take you out of it. And I've been in the pit plenty of times, over and over again. And many times I had to climb out that hole by myself. And knowing that no matter what I'm going through, no matter how the world looks at me, no matter if something doesn't work out my way, I just know that at the end of the day, God's going to work it out in my favor. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if today is really bad, tomorrow's going to be bad. I just know everything is going to work out in God's perfect time. And it's not me. It's not mine. It's not mine. And everything is not going to be perfect. There's going to be people coming in and out of my life all the time. There are going to be people that love me, people that don't like me. But the number one thing is no matter what I'm going through, I know I have God's love. I know that he is going to work it out for me, no matter if it's good or bad. So that's what I carry with me. I carry it with me throughout my entire life, no matter what. I know that whether it takes a day, whether it takes a year, whether it takes 10 years, everything is going to work out for my greater good as long as I put God first. He'll work it out.
Okay. You're gonna have me shouting in a minute, y'all. We have in church.
That title. And I'm not gonna get emotional on here, but
it's okay.
He'll work it out is knowing that no matter what you're going through in your life, no matter what trials or tribulations come your way, God has always, always been the front and center in my life. I have a shirt that I actually bought at an event I went to, and the shirt says, "I don't look like what I've been through." And I have been through some stuff. You know, I have really been through some stuff, and I just managed to stay in prayer. You know, my parents are the best. My sister is the best. My kids are the best. They are my cheerleaders, you know, and God bless my grandmother, Gloria Robinson. I know she's shining and she's looking at that billboard from heaven, because my grandmother said, "One day, Crystal, you're going to be on that billboard."
My God. And
I may not be here to see you, but I know you're going to be up there in light. So just keeping that faith and having people like the people that's on this screen right now have been more instrumental in my life than they realize. Me and Taryn, we talk every day. And I've been through some dark periods. I have cried myself to sleep and still tried to manage to stay strong for my family or stay strong for my kids. So I would sit one day when I wasn't working, said, God, how are you going to work this out? I don't know how I'm going to put food in my house. How am I going to do this? And no matter what, there was always a way made. You know, I have a great church family, Abundant Life Family Worship Church under Bishop George C. Wright, my pastor, and First Lady Mary. They have been very instrumental in just helping me. My family, I have a great family, and I have to shout them out. You know, from my uncles to my aunts, they really support me. They come to everything. So he'll work it out is knowing that it may look dark. That tunnel may be dark. Your faith, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, that is all you need. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You know, and one of my favorite scriptures that I always say for me in the Bible is, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. And that's what I live my life by. So no matter what it is that you're going through, even the people watching know that God is a way maker and he will do exceedingly and abundantly in your life.
Yes. So I said, come on, Crystal, and preach. Oh my goodness. Taekwondo or Carlton, Taryn, he'll work it out.
There honestly wouldn't be enough time for me to expound on that.
Ooh,
so I'm going to bow out of that one.
That says it all.
Same. Of course, like, we'll be here for the next 20 years if I talked about like the trajectory of my life. But I want to like just hit on like this particular season of my life. I want to say within the last maybe 3 or 4 months. It was like, for lack of a better word, it was pure unadulterated hell. To the point where, child, I questioned my own sanity. But it's interesting because when you go through interesting seasons, as I like the type of season I speak on, it definitely tests your faith. And this is where you kind of got to like put your big girl panties on, for lack of a better word, and really like fight for your life. And of course, the best way to fight for your life is through faith, through prayer. Like, that's the best way to fight. And I always joke around and I say, like, I'm a heathen or whatever, because, you know, my salvation is different. You know, I love Jesus, but, you know,
I like rap music too.
I like rap music too. But no, but in all seriousness, and that's my mom out there. My mom always says, but God. But and so this particular season of my life has been like a living conjunction. But God, like, seriously. Like, anything that could have happened that I could have done to myself, that I could have done to other people, could have happened, but God. And so that is definitely like what he'll work it out means to me. The words itself, he'll work it out, means to me, because like he'll definitely, like Crystal said, do exceedingly abundantly above what you ask or think. Like things that can just be mind blowing. You think you in a pit, but something will happen to take you out that pit. Like something much bigger, much greater than yourself. So he'll work it out.
My God, my God. Shout out to your mama, Tyra. That's your mama, you said?
Yeah, Tyra.
Miss Tyra Swanwood. Shout out to Marilyn, who's on here. Shout out to OG Blue. That's my father. He gonna say, shout out your father. Shout out TT. Shout out, there's so many people on here. Gloria. There's a lot of people in the chat, guys. Cousin Marilyn. All right. Taryn, he'll work it out.
So I know, like I said, my parents, and my parents were like, my brothers and sisters, and we all joke around because they'll say, "Oh, you didn't get them when they were bike riding, and you didn't get them when they were doing this, or you didn't get them, we had them when they were young and did that and the other. And I'll be like, yeah, you know, okay, that's cool. But I'm the one that got all the wisdom. I'm the one, I said, and see, my mom altogether, like physically, she had 5.
Wait, so you the baby?
7.
You the baby, Terry?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Sorry.
The
baby. Sorry.
Yeah, my mom physically had 5, but actually there was 7. And so between my brother Kenny, who everybody knows, and me, you know, my mom had 2 miscarriages. And so, and then I came along. So I tell my brothers and sisters, yeah, y'all the love children and stuff. But I'm the 7th child, so guess what? I'm the promise. My mom was the 7th child, and I'm the 7th child. So I'd be like, yeah, y'all are the love children we know. I said, but I'm the promise. That's a whole different category right there. Ooh, but 5 is grace. So God is an awesome God and stuff. And so I miss.
Yeah.
I miss them so much, and I miss them every day. And see, I've had people say that like when my mom passed on February 4th of 2015, and my dad passed 11 days after. And we were able to
beautiful funeral. Oh my gosh.
Homegoing together and stuff. And you know, I had couples that came and said, wow, how many years? And you know, 70 years together. You know, 70, you know, this, I don't know if, you know, that doesn't happen with this generation, because everybody wants the microwavable relationship. Everybody wants to throw it out and get another one and stuff. And see, like, you know, I'm single. No, but being single, it's very hard to settle, because I've watched a man take care of his family. I've watched a couple that has went through some things. It wasn't perfect every day. It wasn't perfect all the time, but I've seen a couple that worked it out together. Do you know what I'm saying? That worked it out together. So it's very hard to settle for some of the stuff that these guys want to give nowadays, because I know what, you know, I've seen it, that it can work if you want it to work, you know. So I miss them every day. And one of the brothers in my church, Minister Darrell Gross, said, Taryn, I don't know how you do it. He said, I don't know how you did it, because there's some people that couldn't have lost 2 parents at the same time. You know, they couldn't have gotten through it. He said, and y'all, you're getting through it. And like I said, I thank God for all the people that have been there for me. You know, Mother Brenda, Sister Ada, Minister Workman, just have been there for me, and all my friends and stuff. Because as in a counseling session with my pastor, she said, Taryn, this is back in 2015. This has been a long time. But when I was in counseling with her, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with being transparent. I remember she was like, well, you know, how are you doing? And I was like, well, Pastor, I've been drinking. She was like, you've been drinking? What you been drinking? I was like, I said, I've been drinking Baileys. I've been drinking Alizé. And she was like, now you know you got to stop that. I said, right. And I told her, I said, like, right. I said, drinking was the mildest thing at that time that I could have did. I said, because I'm able to say, if any of the people that I was involved with were close, and that means, and I'm talking about male and female, if they were close at that time, I would have messed up, because I was so hurt just missing them. I could be honest and go, I just wanted someone to hold me and stuff, but I came a long way. And in the midst of it all, I said, I'd rather have a glass of Alizé than mess up who I've become, because there was a Taryn who, didn't love Taryn, and so I did a lot of other stuff. But I'm not that person no more. I love the Taryn that I've become and stuff, and I know that that the devil would love to snare me back in and pull me back, but the devil's a liar. And so I thank God for being honest, though, because my pastor was like, okay, well, you could be doing other stuff, but you gotta stop the drinking and stuff. I'm like, I know, but you know what? I thank God to also know that I could be. I can never. I love my bishop, her name is Dr. Retha Wilson, Church's Kingdom Ambassadors Global Ministries. Since I've been under her, like, I can never lie to her. I can't. Like, I can't. And there's been times at Taryn, where you going? We're going over so-and-so's house. You be like, Taryn? But it's good to know that I'd like to be honest with her. You know what I'm saying? It's good to know that, because there's some folk out there that could lie right in the bishop's face and smile about it. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for being that way. I'd rather get in trouble than what I'm saying, than to lie to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, God is a good God, and I thank God. So sorry. Again, I'm just being transparent. So I'm
No, we appreciate the transparency.
If it wasn't for God, because it still hurts. Every moment, there's some moments that I'm sure others can account for, that sometimes when you have those grieving moments, it's almost like it just happened, that you just lost them, and stuff. And you never get over it, but I know someone that can help you get through it. And his name is Jesus.
Man.
Let's stop preaching.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, that wrapped it up. So listen, I know, so I'm going to go ahead and edit this. I know we're live, but they're going to get the edited version, which is just a couple snippets where, but overall, I just want to say thank each and every last one of you guys for being here this evening. Like, I do not take you for granted, and I am super duper. That's my favorite word, super duper, because that means like I'm super duper, like over the hill, over excited. I cannot wait to meet you guys on October 6th. Me, my mom, my friend, we're going to be in the building. We are super excited. Can't wait at all. But I want people to, to be able to follow you guys. People say, wait, where are they? And then once they come to the play, because we're gonna just pray that people get their general admissions, because they done missed out on VIP already, right? Get your general admissions ticket now, y'all, because there's still room in the building for you, okay? And there's still, I mean, it's gonna be good seating no matter where you are. But time is ticking. We got less than 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks as of tomorrow.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah. So tell people where the event is going to be, Taryn, and then I want everybody to give their, Tyra said, I got my VIP. But yes, Taryn, give them the address and location, and then I want each of you guys to shout out your social media outlets and how we can follow you.
Okay. He'll Work It Out. We'll be hitting the stage at the True Worship Church in Brooklyn, New York. The address is 872 Crescent Street, between Stanley Avenue and Loring Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. You could go to tcaproductionsinc.com, check out the TCA store to get tickets. You can also go to Eventbrite to get tickets. And as I said before, if you go on Amazon and bring the paperback copy of the book, I'll personally autograph it for you, and try to get some of the lead cast to autograph it for you too.
Wow. And then what's your social media handle, guys? People gonna want to follow y'all.
Okay.
Good.
You want me to go first?
Anybody.
It's TCA Productions Inc. is on the Connect to TCA PI, and Terrence C. Atkins is on Facebook and Instagram, and TCA Productions is on Facebook and Instagram.
Awesome.
You could find me on Instagram and Facebook, Crystal, and it's New Church, which is NUCHURCH. My production company is Dream Dare 2 on Instagram, and the website is Dare to Dream Productions LLC.com.
Awesome.
For me, I'm on Instagram. My handle is One Talented Mama. I put it under my name. The number one Talented Mama, MAMMA, one word, Instagram. And TikTok is at Danny B 423, which is under my name here too. DANIBEE 423.
Nice.
See, me and Danielle did the smart thing. We actually put it on the screen just in case y'all don't understand what we're saying. Yes. You can read it. But you can find me on IG at c.king_lastdragon. And follow me. Send me a message. Let me know that you saw the show.
I love the Last Dragon. I like that.
Carlton has a movie coming out. It's called Brain Dead. Make sure y'all be in the theaters to see it.
I actually have a few movies coming out, but I don't tell everybody everything.
Oh man, Carlton.
Well, guess what?
Taekwondo.
You can find me on Instagram.
You got an animated voice. You need to do voiceover. I'm just gonna say that. That's just dropped in my spirit, girl. Go ahead and do voiceover because you definitely got an animated voice. But go ahead with your social media.
You can find me on Instagram _really Quanny. That's REALLYQUANNY. Also, I got to put this out there. If you do follow me on Instagram, so because of this glorious production, and this glorious poster being on this glorious billboard in glorious of Times Square. They had decided to give Shorty with the bald head an award, being honored by numerous HBCUs as 40 under 40. So I decided to do a collective. I know that's crazy. And so because of that, I say all of that to say that I am accepting donations and I am donating to the Historically Black College and University Collaborative. And so please donate. My Cash App is in my bio on Instagram. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. And of course, you guys
as a matter of fact, from the billboard, Crystal also got a call from the senator of New Jersey and wants to honor her for her what's the word? For her what's the Crystal, you say it. Go ahead. Say it.
Achievements, accomplishments, what?
Crystal?
Okay, there I go. I was like, there I go. I said I got a call. Well, the senator here in New Jersey, she does a lot of different things, and she's been very, very supportive. So, she inboxed me, and was excited about the poster and everything in New York. Yes. I got some stuff in the pipe, but I can't disclose what they are. Like Carlton yet.
God is good. He'll work it out. Well, anybody else? Anything else? Listen, you guys have truly been amazing. I am so excited, and I thank you guys for being here on the GEM, the Grand Enterprises Movement. I'm excited to be joining you guys in person. Again, I'm going to put the plug out there, October 6th, 7th, and 8th. Make sure you get your tickets on Eventbrite. Make sure you go to TCA Productions to get your tickets, because once they're going, and that's it. You're just going to be, they not even going to watch them live, right? They can't watch live. You're going to be streaming? No, you're gonna have to wait to the I don't want to give it away, but the TV series to come out. So that's gonna be a little wait, y'all. So just come get a teaser. Get here, and in Brooklyn, I'm driving from Maryland, y'all. So I will see y'all soon. And thank you again for joining us at the GEM, and I truly appreciate you guys. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right.